Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming by. Hey, Amanda, how's it going? Hope you're having a good morning. Today we're going to be playing some Brawl. I'm going to be firing up my MTG arena in just a second. Been watching MagicCon all weekend and getting excited for some of these new cards. I got an article coming out. I got an article coming out this week, probably tomorrow, about Medicant Core Guidelight, the new robot who just wants to get his kids home. Somebody playing a little bit of that today. My hair is crazy right now. Whew. Okay. Oh, I hope everybody had a good time at MagicCon, chat. It was very fun to watch. From the other side, no, there we go. Alright. 53 minutes left on the Historic Metagame Challenge. If you can get a win in, we probably could, but I think we're just going to play a little Brawl. Esper Sentinel, that's a snap keep. People will first turn concede to Esper Sentinel, so this might be a quick one. Whoops, that's not the one I meant to click. It's alright, first game of the day. We don't have any removal, I'm gonna keep it. Back in black. Etrata, the Deadly Fugitive. Using the... I love Kaya. I love the purple-eyed Kaya avatar. She's so pretty. I never can get that one, though. I think we play the Sentinel now, because 2 is when they're going to have their interaction, and it does leave up enough to path if we need it. I mean, not their interaction, their rocks. Punished. I think we just give up the land advantage, swing here, and try and get it back next turn. Sure. Go ahead and play the strand that, bud. Give me that advantage. Whoops. You left it on top. Etrata is a turn your guys face down, then turn them face up commander. We run lands. Do we run lands? Alright. This might be a loss because we're drawing bad. That's not a good card. They're basically giving us a free turn with this. Chat, don't run that card. It is bad in Brawl. Like, it's not just like only okay, it's actively bad. See, in a game of multiplayer, like with 4 people, it's still not great, but in 1v1 where every single, like, they just time warped me. If I wasn't getting crushed on what is not in my hand right now, I would absolutely be punishing them really hard for this. Use that time field. That's fine. Don't run that card, it's bad. That's the end of it. Stealing one thing for 2 mana, you could just run a good card in that spot. And then having to play a second amount of mana to get the second card, why? This is a loss. We are not drawing the lands. Just gonna throw them a good game and then that there. We'll go to the next one. Yeah, just, oh hey Noah, thanks for stopping by. Cut it from your deck and run a good card instead. Like, the card you're hoping to steal, run that. Pick that instead. That is, then you already have it. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk on why I hate that stupid card and why I see it way too much in Brawl. Like, it might as well be pay 2 and Momir Vig a random card. Would you do that? Would you run that card? You obviously wouldn't. You would. People run it because it's like, oh, it's a crime card, so it's on theme. But it's bad. It's a bad crime card, not a good one. There are plenty of way better at this point. All right. So Pak is a ramp commander. We have been pretty solid against it. So far when we've seen it. Alright, so we can't get our speed going this turn. But we do want to play them because they're not on anything that's going to be able to interact with us. And we're going to attack just to see if they're stupid. And yeah, okay. You always have, okay, in Arena, you always have to check and see, like, if your opponent is thinking, like, I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of times people will just, like, nah, no thoughts, head empty. I'm running into this. Okay, so we'll go Skrelv. Leave 2 up. Do we want to leave 2 up? Alright, so the play here is we can either leave 2 up and bluff the counterspell onto his turn 4 Mythweaver Puck, but if he plays the Mythweaver Puck on turn 4, then he can't land with it, so I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to play the Bone Splitter and equip here to the Giver of Runes, because I can get in with more damage and up my speed, but also I'm like 70% sure we're getting land into Pak here exactly. So it is better to keep the damage on them. This early. I'm getting the archive and playing the reality chip because I can't activate One Ring this turn. Don't really want that. We want some interaction. Alright, this is a tough call. We have enough where Metacant trades with Pak. I don't think... Oh, thank you for the follow. Who is that? Changu Gaming, thank you so much for the follow. We're going to go in here with this Metacant core and just put some damage on. They're not going to block. Well, alright, that's fine. They can trade their Grazer. Alright, this is... We're in a potentially really bad spot right here, but also maybe an okay one. Search for 2. 2 is fine. 2 is fine. 2 is fine. There are ones that do the amount of power that you have. That would have been scary. Okay. Also, he picked a tap one, which is very good for us. Can we finish them here? Not with that draw. Alright, so it's 3 to reconfigure. Which I think we're going to do. Reconfigure over onto... Doesn't really matter. I don't want that card, so I'm going to shuffle. Bluffing the mana. Ooh, good draw. Never punished. Oh, we have the negate. Leave that up. That we are going to counter. I got 3 left, 4 left, plus a land. They'll play the land, get another one, go up to 5, 6 left, but then they can't double. At a 9, hit me for 9. Maybe can win next turn, depending on how I draw off the top here. Also, in case you haven't seen it, the second ability on Metacant means that's going to be a lot of discarding. You don't want to do that. Oh, maybe you do. Oh, thank you for the follow, Hellcat Lives. Appreciate it. I think I know who you are IRL. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. That ain't shit. Oh, I'm gonna win. No, I'm not. Maybe. This is actually a pretty fun matchup. A lot of people hate this matchup and say a lot of things about Pak being like a bad arena card, but it doesn't run interaction. The games go quick. So, at least for me, I kind of dig it. Alright. Oh, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can cap a cannon in here. We need to leave one open to block the Pock. We were like just 1 mana short here, so I think Monitor is the maybe Smuggler's Copter. Alright. So what we're thinking about here is, do we want to try and find some sort of counterspell on the top of our deck? Or do we want to just keep it open, activate the Tome of the Infinite, and get the 1 mana spell? And I think that is what I'm going to do, because it can roll pretty high. Like that. Yeah, we'll Dark Ritual. Why not? Alright. With that 1 left over. Can't turn it into a Thought Monitor draw, so we're just going to combat. I could move the Bone Splitter, but then I can't protect Menacant. Alright, we gotta survive 1 more turn. That was a misplay. It's too early. Why does it? Oh, thanks, Christy. Hellcat Lives, nice to have you stop by for one. I am going to make sure my house isn't burning down because it kind of smells like it might be, and it's freaking me out. Well, I was boiling water for tea, and there was no water in the kettle, and that's what it was. Apologies, clever opponent, if you're out there listening. My bad. This is a fun one. It's a new guy. They have a card like this in Modern Horizons 2, and it costs 4, I believe, and does a very similar effect. Very cool card. These landfall make guys led into Scoot Swarm. Alright, so we'll take the protection. We're not going to make the mistake this time. I believe that's game. Exacxies. Good game. Okay, I'm gonna go fix that tea problem that I just had. But I'm still here, you just can't see me. So, yeah, my whole house now smells like metal that's been hot way too long. Oh my god. Did I ruin the kettle? I might have ruined this kettle. It was on for like 15 minutes with just nothing in it, just burning away. Oh, there's like, all sorts of nasty stuff on the bottom of it now. Like shard onto that. Maybe it's a maybe that's a sign that I should do coffee. But I need something to take these pills with. So coffee it is. I have one of these destroy the environment plastic pod things. But that's okay. I'm allowed to do that because Taylor Swift takes single jets from LA to Vegas, and I'm pretty sure I could use 1 billion of these little things and that wouldn't cover the damage that she has done in one of those trips. Or, you know, any of the other hugely damaging things. Or I'm just like rationalizing to myself why it's okay for me to use this. But lets me get back into the game faster, right? Right? It's fine. So this past weekend was Chicago, MC Chicago, and all my friends went. And it was very fun to watch all of them going and experiencing stuff. And I got to see a bunch of the stuff and that are like coming out for the test cards. And I saw a Brawl. Amazonian had a Brawl like test card made for her that turns Games of Commander into Brawl, and I must have it. It's like the Zonian Brawler or something like that. Must get me one of those. I want WotC to put it into Arena so that we can, because like that's where Brawl is the only place you can find Brawl is in Arena. So put your fake card in here, WotC. Let us play with it. Also, while you're at it, print No Regrets Egret into paper. Oh, coffee. No Regrets Egret is a Stormcrow 2-mana 2/2 flyer that if it's in your hand when you're gonna mulligan, you can look at the top 2 cards. You can't scry, it's just look at the top 2 cards. Chicago Widow as well, Bug. Yeah, I feel you. I didn't have anybody in the household go, but everybody that I've met over the past 2 months seemed to have been there or was just watching from the outside with me, longingly. It's like that Squidward meme where they're watching everybody from he's inside looking down on them. What does the mighty mean? How did you get the mighty added to this? The hell is that card I hate? Card's busted. It's not actually busted, it's just very good. Start with Skrelv so that we can protect the Menacant Core Guidelight. He comes out next turn. Then turn 3 we Curiosity and start. Well, that was a good draw. That was a really good draw. So we can Metacant now, protect him with the Mox Amber, or protect him with the Skrelv and rush ahead with the Mox Amber. I don't think he would trade that, but I don't want to trade it either. No! I hate Shelter. Fine! So rude. How is that? This is the best aura ever printed, by the way. It's so good. He's not gonna let... Whatever, we'll see if he... They're just going all out. If he gets removal, we lose. Block it. Little defense. If anybody's digging this music, this is Amazonian's Jamazonian. Amy the Amazonian is a Brawl streamer who was a big influence on me becoming a Brawl streamer / writer. I think we're going to go for damage, and they're going to block the Menacant. And we will sink into stupor this sheltered by ghosts in the combat step, and it's going to be pretty devastating, hopefully. No? That's not what we're doing. Okay, you're just going to let me wail on you. Got it. Let's go with that. I'm good with that. That lets me draw cards. Too many lands. Too many lands. Hi, Val. Val stopped by for some. Here's a cat cam coming in. Don't do that. That's so rude. Yeah. And that is how you play tempo, I think. I don't know. I hate tempo. So, as in, I hate facing it. I always lose to it. It's like the ADHD check. Would you settle? Would you settle down? Like, pick a spot and stay in it. She doesn't want to settle the kettle. End of season shedding. You have so much fur on you. Is that why you're coming here? You want me to get all this off you? Or is it the separation anxiety? We bought this, we went and got 2 cats during the pandemic in May of the pandemic year. Put yourself back there. And everybody was saying it's gonna be, yeah, this is Valkyrie. Everybody was saying, it'll be over by, April or whatever. And then they were like, oh, it'll be over by the end of summer. Summer gets here, it'll burn out, or blah, 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 blah. They would say all this stuff. And we're like, all right, so we'll get the cats. And obviously that didn't happen. Flash forward 4 years later, we have a cat with very severe separation anxiety because she has never been in a room, experienced a life that didn't have either me or her mother in it in some way. We fucked that cat up. Parenting. That's a really weird turn 1 play. Is this going to be like an elf ramp deck that wants to run Naya? Why are you running this? Or do you just really hate counterspells? Because if so, respect. Ow. Start that speed up. Alright. I think the play here is to try and get the tome up. Or maybe... Alright, so the play is to add resources to our board. But we don't have a very obvious way of doing that, and we really don't know. We know he's playing dinosaurs. So, we could play the Esper Sentinel, but he's already played his ramp. Yeah, and maybe that is the play. I actually think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add to the board with 2 artifacts that can gain me card advantage. She's beautiful coffee, alright. I don't draft a card. I don't want to. I don't think I've seen this card before. Nah, I don't. I'll take the 1. We have the speed on, so we don't need Menacant out yet. We can get the speed up on Menacant with the Swiftfoot boots. I wish that was colorless. Still kind of cool, though. I like this card a lot. One of my favorite cards from Modern Horizons 3. Alright, don't high roll me to death here. That's fine. See, that's fine. Just get some lands. Everybody likes lands. I think this is an honest-to-goodness dinosaur deck and not some kind of messed up Discover combo deck, which is I love. I think they have finally figured out the matchmaking in Brawl, because it was off all week, and it came back and it feels better than it was before. Oh, that feels bad. We're low on color mana. There. Alright, I think I do just activate this so that I have something I can play. Ah, perfect. That was a good roll. Just roll perfect. Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I might lose next turn. Alright, let's see how it goes. That's not the one I would have played, but, you know. I don't understand why you did not put all of the dinosaurs into play. Did you click through it? That's rough, buddy. Go there. Alright. So we have the Odawara that costs 3. But it costs a blue, so it's 4. Or we can Giant Growth. I think we have to leave the Odawara open and just end here. Odawara is a bounce spell. Stomp or a Naturalize? That's not fair. Nobody likes that. What are you gonna stomp and or Naturalize? My All That Glitters probably would be the right play. Now you're tapped out. Ouch, but that's not the end of the world. Thank you, Amanda. I'm definitely losing this game. We're not drawing well. I don't think I can do this. Not getting the evasion I need to get through for solid hits. I think I'm just gonna scoop this one. Alright, at 11, I'm going to be brewing up Hashaton. Hashaton is the new zombie, Esper zombie commander. It costs a black and a white, and it has the ability that whenever you discard a card, a creature, you can pay a blue and 2 colorless to create a 4/4 zombie copy of the card you discarded. It's seen a lot of CEDH speculation. It's definitely not as good in Brawl, where the format is more 1v1 centric. But it's not weak in Brawl by any means. 3 lands, both colors. I don't control an island to get the blue though. But we have the Cold Steel Heart. Now we're gonna get this for the speed up and running. Does it risk having it die? It does. But if they're spending mana removing, Corvold is a combo deck, usually. So if they're spending mana removing, they're not spending mana killing me. And I might be able to claw back. We win this one by keeping them off their big, expensive win cons. Whew. Sure. I don't know why that took you so long to figure out how to do, but sure. Chat, you ever have someone take 20 minutes to make the most obvious play in the world? Alright, so with this card, when you're playing this deck, if you check it out, you must be really careful. Auto Tapper will absolutely fuck you. It will fuck you not the fun way. So make sure you're tapping it right. I go blue on that. And we're just going to go for keeping our speed increasing. We're not going to try and get greedy with it and draw cards off the Curious Obsession. We're going to wait. Yes, the non-fun fucking correct. How long until my stream gets the "you need to stop swearing so much if you say this is for children"? I'm sorry, I'm from Philadelphia, it's not my fault. Alright, so we can miss our land drop and crack that black market connections, which might be the play here. Or we can play our land drop and play a 3-drop or a 2-drop, leaving 1 open for path. I am going to... Oh. Alright, so if we play the land... The reason I don't want to miss the land drop is because Medican... Oh, thank you for the follow. Kit Kat Ebar. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove it because I don't want to get comboed next turn. Alright, so the reason I was considering not doing it is because getting the 5 mana this turn would mean I can play Mendicant Core and then a 0 mana artifact if I rip one and then pay to copy it. But I don't think that's the play right now. That is definitely not the play for him. I don't know why you would do that. I guess because I missed the land drop? Maybe? I definitely would have kept that for an actual threat, personally. Okay. I'm going to play the Curious Obsession now. On the Swooping Lookout while he's tapped out. Left. Got the clue. Leave mana up open to bluff. So now it looks like we have a counterspell. We have 2 blue left open. Oh, no, we don't. Well, maybe they don't notice that we don't have 2 blue open. We do have enough blue open for, like, a non-counterspell. And we have the path. They're at 4. Oh, that's so good for us. No board state on this turn for them. That's helpful. This is a good card, but this is for a card for when you already have the board to add to your board, not a try and get the board back kind of card. Fatal Push would hurt pretty bad here, but Voyage Home gets us there next turn. Alright, I'm going to keep the mana open. Even though we don't get the play off of the core, it's not the end of the world. They only have 3 cards. They play their commander, draw some cards if they want. Which is what I'm hoping they do, because then they're not spending their mana on board wiping. See, we have 2 threats now, because the swooping lookout is actually quite dangerous to them. Now that we're at max speed, it was going to let me keep drawing cards that I can copy and get multiple ones of with the Metacant core top speed. So he needs to decide which one of these to kill. Yeah, exactly. That is what he needed. I will draw off that. That's fine. We're still quite ahead. 5, 6. We are at 6 mana. Alright, I'm going for Metacant because if he plays another removal spell, I think that it's safe to say the deck is not actually a combo deck, it's just a control deck. And I have more cards and can just start flooding him. Also, Chad, if you're looking to play Jund Control, Corvold is not the one you want to play. There are far better commanders in Jund for control. Alright, so... start with the colorless. Barb Spike. And we will pay 1 to copy it. Path, the Corvold. See, we have a lot of legendaries right now. These are 1, 2, 3 legendaries that we can't copy with the Metacant. Or we're getting roped. I'm gonna play the Voyage Home while it's cheap and free. Or not free, but you know. Charge him that greedy freebooter. Value. You get the treasure, they get a life, And I have a full hand, and this looks like a W to me, at least. Because next turn I can double Nettle Cyst. This is... I love this card. This is how we're going to win next turn. This is going to be a scoop. No! You awful, evil person thought using my network disruptor. Please pick something else. Pick the Nettle Cyst. It's so much scarier. If you don't pick network disruptor, you lose. So he has to pick that. He's dead to the damage on board without it. Yeah. 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 Got there. That was tame. That was fun. Anyway, this deck is fun. Got 10 more minutes. I'm going to do another one. And then we're going to brew some hash a ton. I don't smoke weed, but I do use... Terrible. That got some laughs at Friday Night Magic, though, so I figured I'd repeat it here. Nin Pain Artist. I'm gonna keep that. I like this card. Bridge. Fraley's is such a babe. So we have 2. I am on the draw and getting crushed by... I think I have to play Cold Steel Heart and try and get ahead here. This is a rough one. It's going to be a rough one. We don't do well against wide that goes second, or when we go second. It's the hardest matchup for Tempo, because Tempo tends to run a lot of single target things, and go wide decks tend to play individual cards that create 2 things to deal with. It's kind of hard for us to handle a little bit. But we're going to try and claw our way back into this with Retrofitter Foundry. Will let us at least create blockers every turn. Oh, I want hash browns now too. Or like... Damn it, that is painful. Amanda, do you like a bunch of little hash browns or one McDonald's massive hash brown? What's your go-to? Things are not looking awesome, chat. Crowns, baby, hell yeah. I think we lost this one. That's so much mana. Oh, alright, that's not the worst. This is not going awesome. But, you know. Didn't have anything with reach at least. I need to hit face because I need to draw cards. That's not enough. Yeah, McDee's kind of suck it after what they did for the current political situation. Also, the last political situation before that wasn't great, plus they've spent a lot of money, like, fucking with health, public health, and, like, the idea of what is healthy and what isn't. They spent a lot of money muddying those waters. McDonald's salad, it's good for you. Yeah, and the food is bad. As if that was not enough of a reason, the food is also bad. Ooh, artifacts have flash is pretty solid. However, at 4 mana, and equipping this is 2, hey, can you not tap the... So, play as many blockers as we can. Doesn't really matter what we tap here. Alright, we either win or lose off this. 9 life to defend. Is it close? This ended up being a lot closer than I thought it would be. Ouch, that hurts. Now, personally, I wouldn't have done that. Oh, she can untap it, though. Okay, that's not that terrible. Yeah, you should pay that. Draw a card. Always forget this has the untap clause. I love this card a lot. When Mono Green was first coming into Historic, I was using this in making a Mono Green elf version of it. It was really fun. Didn't end up being the best version, but it was like offbeat enough that people wouldn't see it coming and would lose to it because they don't know what the cards do. Plus it adds 2 green devotion. Rishkar, Pima Renegade. Hello, I am Rishkar. I pee my pants. Did you get it? I haven't seen a way for you to win yet, and it's looking bad. I mean, you got the reach card, but all I have to do is kill your reach thing and I win, right? Or kill you with the Nettle Cyst over on a Ginger Brute, which is probably what I'm gonna do, chat. So many elves. Where's your give everything? Oh, poor guy. Didn't get there. We'll equip this over to here. We'll make it so that this creature can't be blocked except by creatures with haste. Go to combat and attack. Yeah. Good game, Ninpain Artist. That was a fun one. Sorry you didn't get your Crater Hoof when you wanted it. Alright, that is 11. We're going to take a little break, chat. When we come back, we're going to be doing Hash-a-Ton Brewing and then taking it into queue. Stick around. I'm going to go refill my coffee. And I will be right back. Welcome back, chat. Welcome back. I'm gonna be hopping in. Oh, thanks, Escapo. Thanks for stopping in. Chat, I got a question for you. When someone stops in and they know your name, and you know their name, what's the etiquette for saying hello to them? Do you like to be called by your real name if I know you, or do you prefer to be called by your username if I know you? And is there like an etiquette that goes along with that? This is something that I've been thinking a lot about recently because I've been getting into streaming. So if you have an opinion, say it in chat. You like Amanda? Yeah, I also heard Cooper saying, or I think when he was on my last stream, he was like, everybody always calls her Bug, but her name's Amanda, and yeah. I'm not looking for a hard and fast rule. I'm just looking for like how you see it, so that I can sort of make it as a case-by-case basis that it comes up to each person and sort of feel out how to do it right, because I can see it as an infosec issue. Like people not wanting people to know what their real names are. But I can also see it as like it being rude, like, I know your name is Amanda, so it's feels bad. But then again, you have your name on your profile as that, and not everybody does. Searching for hash. I own it, what do you mean? Alright, so hash a ton. Let's take a look. Hey. Says whenever we discard a creature card, we can pay 3 and make a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. Things to note about it: it doesn't exile the creature that you discard. That creature stays in the graveyard, so it's really good with reanimator effects. It still stays a legendary and keeps its name, but it changes its type and color. Yeah, no, you did both. That's making it easy on me. I appreciate that. So when I built this guy IRL, the thing we were looking for that made the difference was free discard outlets. Card, : like this one. Anything like this you're going to want to run. That has this, the free one. Not cost, just discard. That's not terrible, even though it's a cost. Once each turn. I don't love the once each turn ones, but they're better than nothing. Especially when they cost 2, but this costs double black pip. This one's pretty good, right? I've heard pretty good things about this Psychic Frog card. It's a joke, I hate that card. I like it in the lands. And now we'll throw in a few more, because we probably want about 10 of them. Close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus a land. Alright, so we've got 8 free and 2 that cost a single and a few that cost one to activate. I'm gonna look for things that say tap to draw and discard now, like Rona is pretty solid. Does Chase do that? Again, double blue pip. Rona's great for this. And if you didn't know, chat, for my brewing streams, feel free to backseat. I might ignore you because I hold a very high opinion of my own opinions, but that doesn't mean I won't consider them. I'll listen to every single thing you say, I promise. And then might ignore it because I'm sorry that I'm like this, but I am. I was born this way. That's kind of cool. I mean, I don't think I'm going to put it in this deck, but I might put it in the version of the deck for paper. Oh, this is a neat one. Not for this deck, but I just like that card in general. Alright, I think we have enough discard. Now we need thick boys. Show me those thick boys. Definitely. 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 If you haven't seen this card yet, Bug, they don't have Strip Mine in Arena. As much as I wish they did. Damn, girl, you shake that moon? Show me how that moon shake. Hey, it's that card people call the game. Is this the one that was? No, that's the wrong one. Where's the game-changing one? That isn't actually a game changer. Wow, I've never built Ancient Silver. Shows you how much I play blue. This is it. It's not even that good. Might not want that, actually. I like the card, but this might not be the right deck for it. Because making a 4/4 copy, it's not going to be able to bring stuff back with its ability. Yeah, we probably want Shieldred. A little Shelly Belly. I forgot we got a Scion in here. Probably want Valgavoth, even though I haven't crafted that yet. I don't have Gristlebrand on this account. Elder Deep Friend. This one is really good with it. Got a moon. Shake that moon. Put the Oracle with Madness in? How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 19. We need like some more. That's not enough. We need like 25 probably. Not terrible. Yeah. We need to put Mondrak in too. What a weird card. Frost Titan? We could do the Titans. Consider that. Yeah, this guy. Massacre Worm would be a good one. I think Garuda would be pretty decent. No, not as companion. That would probably be okay. Alright, how many does that put us at? Enters or attack, so it does give the draw effect. Okay. Alright, time for all the degen counterspell crap. Shout them out, chat, if you know them. Amanda, never apologize for that. It's one of my favorite things about you. As a massive dork myself. Sunfall. What's that? It's got time something in it. Wipe. Alright, okay. I need those, what do I need? The card draw blue creatures. Like, Agent's good. Oh, Agent's slow for this. And we have a lot that we're trying to do, so maybe that's not the way to go. Brainstorm is definitely going in there. Maybe. It's always not quite worked as well as I wanted it to. Oh, hey, I did. Thank you, Spectro. I hope you had fun at MagicCon. It looks like a blast. I like this card. It's not going in, but I do like it. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, walking the floor is no joke. Do we want the witness protection slash honorable stream angle? We have enough removal with black, so maybe we don't need it. Let's do like push and fragment. If you haven't seen this card, this is one of the best removal spells. Right, Noah? I swear after PAX I was like, I haven't walked that much in literally years. Felt good though. What's that? Is it Blood Chief something? Thirst. Yeah. Cut down. Now we need stuff that's gonna protect the commander, I think. Do we have leak? No, we don't. We have... I need 1 mana interaction. We do not have anything that costs 3 right now. Spell Pierce is probably pretty solid. I want... Yeah, that's fine. Just a little bit slower in this deck. So we need stuff that's gonna slow the game down. Where's Gopher? Give me the Gophers. Cutthroat. Target. Get lost. Ooh, bone shards might be good. The one that lets you discard a card. I'd try that. But it's... If you don't have it, it's really painful. I'm not gonna do it, I changed my mind. It's rude. It's a rude card. I didn't even know that existed. Cut down's pretty solid. Doesn't hit commanders, but it hits pretty much everything else. Heartless Act. One more. Destroy Planeswalker. It costs 2. Bitter Triumph, that's the one we're looking for. Alright, lands time. Shocks. Oh wait, we need pay 1 search. White, black, white, white, black, Vista, blue, black, white. Pay 2. Shocks. What's the Triumph called? Spara? Spara's the Bant one. I need to get a Quiver. Quiver Time and Infinite Tokens are 2 I need to get more of. I need more Infinite Tokens and I need a Quiver Time, for sure. What are those lands called? The Triumph. Raffine. Verge? Could use Verges. Just the one. How many lands is that? Each of those in. Or 2 of each of those, actually, just to be safe. Blood Moon is legal in this format. Alright, last check. Show me the rare lands. What's the last cycle, chat? What's the last cycle of 3 lands? Cavern of Souls. Plaza of Heroes. Is that 33 lands? 32 lands, that's not enough. It might be this one. How many? Nah, not really. Okay, I'm going to put in 3 more lands and make a few cuts. And we'll go with... lands? Restless. Oh, no, we should go with... these. Well... Am I missing something? Why is it only showing... do we not have them in every color? Guess we don't have them in every color. Alright, then I am gonna do... torn. I'm torn. Maybe I do want those restlesses in there. Yeah, I think I do. Does that put me on lands? Alright, we need to add 2 more lands and some... Alright, let's try it out. First draft. It's probably going to be bad, but we'll figure out what we need a little bit at a time. Oh, cool. Hard control. That's fun. Alright, we have 2 things we can loot away. Not enough mana to get the loot online, though. Alright, we'll try it. Could work. not playing Hash a ton here so we can leave mana open for the mana drain if he plays a big spell. Zombie. I think I do. I think I do take the mana. So even if he removes it, the extra mana will pay for the... That's fine. I don't know if you've noticed, but our opponent is running a historic deck and hasn't played any historic stuff yet, which means they're straight up running it because it's avoiding the hell queue. Kind of makes them a douchebag. Just don't do this, chat. Don't avoid queues, or like try and get around the like spirit of the game just because you think you can or you're smart enough to. It doesn't make you smart. Everybody can do it. Go with the spirit of the game. Respect your opponents. A lot of Magic players get super wrapped up on whether or not they're like good at the game and forget to be focused on whether the game is fun to play with them. And if that's you, I'm gonna guess you complain about stuff a lot in this game. Just don't do it. Just go back to having fun. Go back to when the game was enjoyable and stop trying to prove your own worth with it. If that's you. Especially if you're like the person who I know it frequents my chat who may have caught a ban in the Discord for this exact thing. Don't be like that person. That was a pretty solid draw. Also, if you're that person, just know that I went to bat to not ban you because I respect you as my opponent as well. I was outvoted by the other mods. Tough call here. He definitely has the wash away left open with the 1 blue. Tax him the deputy, then bounce the Teferi? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we have 6. We can either bounce the Teferi, but I think we're just going to play the Meba. Yeah, and I agree, Bug, and I find those players tend to be the most miserable when they play the game. I don't understand why they have this compulsion to be the best when there's this much randomness in the game. Like, you're not proving anything to anyone. Sure. Hey, Weary, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, this is what happens when you draw only bombs. And we're 1 land short. It's really annoying. Yeah, I agree. Online definitely plays a big part of it. Get him to wash away, or get him to, with the... I don't understand why he scooped there. Maybe he had explosive diarrhea. I had 3 different things I could have done there, and I was trying to figure out which one of them to do. I was not roping you, Mr. Upset at the world and trying to get around the thing and then getting salty, even though you're the one. Like, this is the problem with Brawl, Watsy. That player right there, you care more about than me. Put me in charge of your game, I'll fix that. But I know you won't, because you have to pay me and listen to me, and those are not things you do well. But it's okay. We're getting to a point where that's not going to matter soon. Oh! Is it my birthday? I don't know which one I want. I don't use this one. It's this one. This is the one I want. Thank you. It's like in Overwatch when they gave you, here's a gold and silver medal for healing. Why are you running why is there a bronze medal for healing? Ask yourself that. You're not supposed to run 3 healers. It's just you gotta show everybody else in the game that you're in that you're the best. And therefore, what follows is there must be someone in the game that is the worst and therefore is okay to blame. If you see yourself falling into that and blaming people on your team or other people, you're being manipulated. You're being manipulated by people who want you distracted. Don't fall for it. You need to lift the people on your team up, and the reason they might not be succeeding is because you're not doing good enough either. You're on their team. Remember that. Don't be divided by the fact that the game itself is showing you tangible things and trying to be like, hey, look, you're better than them. They should be following you, and they're the reason they're bad. if you're really that much better than them, you should be able to lift them up into a position where they're not failing that hard. It's on you. Improve yourself. That is the one thing you can control in all of these games, especially Magic. But like, it's not the cards that your opponent's playing. It's not that you're not drawing the right stuff. It's that, one, you're not playing enough games probably. Magic is all about like repeated. You got to play lots and lots of games to start to see the trends. And the second one is you can't control any of the other stuff, but everything your opponents do, you can do. So whose fault is it really? Thanks, thanks, Amanda. I like you too. Ooh, I lost to this weary warrior in chat. Killed us with this at Friday Night Magic by replaying it over and over again until we all exiled all of our libraries and didn't have any cards left. It was very funny. Alright, we need to grab a blue. I'm only 60% salty that I lost that game because that guy cascaded into Urza's Ruinous Blast. Hey, I wanted that land. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. Play the Ragavan again. Spend 2 mana to get a treasure. Oh. Okay. Not drawing lands again. We're also not drawing our 2 mana discard outlets nearly enough. But we just got one. Land, land, land. Oh my god. Alright, I need to put more lands in. Sometimes you just don't draw the lands you need. It was that if that Ragavan hadn't bounced that Otawara off, I would have been in a much better spot. But 4 seems to be the break point, it's looking like, because 4 is what lets you play your commander and then hold up the 2 mana counters to keep it alive. So what are we at? 33, right? Math-wise, to get that up to hitting 4 is probably getting the 37, 38 range. We have 1 MDFC in Jawari, and I think that's it. Which means 37 is probably the number we should aim for. And we're 33, that's 4 more. We'll do 1 MDFC that can come into play untapped. It's probably going to be this one. And then 3 nons. Seagate wouldn't be bad. The white one and the black one, neither of... Nah. The black one, honestly, is probably better than the rest. But we haven't been getting to the mana where it's going to really matter and everything costs a lot. We'll put in this cycle. Alright, and then what's that MDFC? Actually, I think the black MDFC that destroys is gonna be the better of them. What is that thing called? It's this one, Fell the Profane. Yeah, that's the way to go. Alright, cut time. Too many 2-drops, not enough. Alright, this costs too much for a discard outlet. I don't think we're running enough creatures for Veilmark, even though I genuinely adore that card. Scion is 3 is too much for cycling. Hell yeah. Zenyatta is the fucking man. Or bot, depending on philosophy. As much as I like this one too, I'm going to cut it just to get there. Oh snap, I have not looked at Overwatch since they killed Sombra. I will never forgive them for what they did to my favorite. Chad, I have well over 600 hours just on Sombra. They keep reworking her to try and make her, like, not anti-fun. Just put her back to the way she was originally. Just do that. With the better spread, I don't need the hack DOT. Get rid of that. That was dumb. That didn't need to be added. I meant to mulligan that and click the wrong one. I'm sure it'll be fine, though. We have a 2-mana commander. I like your name. I like your name, Unacceptable. It's a good one. Black, white. We need a discard outlet. Like that. That's a draw. I don't know how people thought this was a C8H card, mainly because 3 mana is entirely too much to spend for an activation cost. But it's fun. It's a fun, not CEDH card. It's almost like they forgot that they banned Dockside, and that's why they think it's good. Alright. Are we fucking doing this? Valgavoth or Avacyn? They're in mono green, Avacyn. We did it! We finally got it to work. All it took was facing mono green, no interaction deck. This is a fun little commander-only card you might not have seen before. It makes there's a bunch of different types of spells or hags in this book, and you get 2 of them at random every time you play it. Now, Ashton is better in multiplayer or 4-player, but it's still just a lot of mana to get going, and I feel like most CEDH decks can get going before that, or be in a spot to handle that by the time you get going. See, if you're going to run the reanimate stuff in paper, there's not a lot of options in Arena yet, or not enough options in Arena yet, but in paper, if you're running the reanimate, try and not run a bunch of legendaries, because they keep the name and will die when you bring them back. I'm only running 1 reanimate card in this deck, because there's only one that's really any good in Arena, reanimate. I guess we have the white-black priest, but that's a turn slow. He's not terrible because you can discard him and make him into a 4/4 as well. He's a creature, but it just seems a little weak in Brawl. Need that discard outlet. I want to make a version of him that uses a bunch of cycling stuff. Don't really need that. Take 3. I definitely thought you were drawing a card there. There he is, the legend himself. He's at the point where he can deal 1 to us. Gets the free thing off fight rigging. Bricking on all these draws and not hitting the discard is kind of hurting. Well, I don't think we got it. Did not get there. I'm scooping. Good game. Yeah, more discard outlets. There just aren't enough in Arena at the moment that cost 2. Paper, you have a lot more options. Alright, chat. It is noon, and that is when I usually call it quits, even though we got a late start today. You can catch me later tonight. I'm going to be doing an arena, or a paper stream, not arena. A paper stream for our first commanders. I've been running a series on it, so please come by and check it out. We're going to be going on at 8 tonight. I've got some pretty fun guests. Go check me out on Blue Sky. All the links are right here. I'll be back next Monday doing some more Commander, and then later this week I've got a whole slew of guests coming up. So go check out Blue Sky. You'll see my schedule. You'll see all the guests I got coming up, and you'll be well informed. I'm going to go find someone to raid. Amy is on Monday. All right, we're going to raid Amy. Stick around, everybody. Watch her. She is the absolute best at this. And I will see you later tonight if you swing by. Until next time.
Well, on Friday, I arrived in the late afternoon. Went to a dinner party. Went to another party. Like a gathering. I watched